Well, here we are back at the castle for the final decorated tour. So out this front area we've got a small township that's grown up outside the castle. They're hoping to use the castle obviously for protection and be able to go into the castle whenever stuff does come around. It's just a couple of little huts. Not much at all. People around here, they've only just kind of, there's an empty place there. This one seems to be for the diner here. They've even got their own little generator place in here as well, and a tent over there. Loads of things, they've only just started getting a lot of these places built up. As to where they all are just now, well, that's a good question. So we head up these stairs to the castle. As you can see right in front of us, there's one entrance, and behind the entrance there's a couple of portcullises. Mechanisms for those are way up at the back. But we're going to go around the castle at the moment. So we've got basically this kind of built up all around the castle. Path that goes around following the wall, which is a secondary wall around the castle. As it does go all the way around, it's reasonably high. It will make things difficult for any advancing armies to get over the top of, or any other attacking people. It's all clear all the way around, so it makes things a bit more difficult for anybody who does come to try to find any hiding places. Here we are around at the back. The ramp that goes down to the ground. We've got a small area here for any caravans that come along. So basically what will happen, caravans will come along, people will come out of the castle to trade with them, to get stuff back in, because the castle itself is a military base, so there's usually 90% of the time there's only military people in there, unless the occasion calls for it. So this is the back entrance, a couple of doors through. You can see guarded by multiple turrets. Along to the back here, there's got a security area through some double doors. These are usually locked. So here we have a warehouse. So the warehouse is for basically anything that comes off the ships, and they can go back onto the ships as well and get distributed around any of the places around the Commonwealth, especially along the rivers. So as you can see here, it's quite well stocked. There's always stuff coming in and stuff going out, so while it all seems kind of organised at the moment, it usually gets quite messy. And here we've got a kind of reception area and waiting area. Upstairs you've got their own small kitchen, you can get some stools, wee seating area. But the biggest part of the work that goes on up here is basically all the paperwork for anything that comes in off the ships to the warehouse, and anything that goes out of the warehouse to anywhere else. And as you can see, that's a lot of paperwork. Head down here and we'll go down to the docks. So we've got on fuel, a couple of small huts just for storage, boats that dock out the side, so these boats will carry anything to and from the castle. A couple of winches just in case any items coming off it are quite large. They do have a forklift truck here, but fortunately they've not managed to get it working yet, but it's here for when they do. You go across to the other side. Here we've got a elevator. This allows anything quite large to go up, to get carried up. As the winches here as well, to carry anything large off the waiting ships. And here's something that they found. They actually found a submarine. They managed to get it back here with the tugboat over there. Unfortunately, they don't really know what they're doing with it at the moment, but they are definitely looking to try and get it working. Obviously, if they have a working submarine, then things would be very good for them. So unfortunately, this sits here just for the now. So they're only seagoing vessels, military vessels, is basically this tricked out tugboat. As you can see, there's lots of turrets all over it. They've got a piece of power armour just in case they need to go diving for anything, and they've got a protected howitzer at the front here with some netting and sandbags just in case you need it. Oh, one of the turrets is working, two of them aren't working. It must be in for repair at the moment. So in here, this is one of the main living areas. Got their own kitchen obviously because they will be out for quite a while at times. 4 beds there. Got a little seating area up here where they can sit and relax and do other bits and pieces. The kitchen seems well stocked. Around the back here, they've added in this pod which acts as a shower and toilet basically. A couple more areas for storage there. Upstairs, some more storage. The boat is running at the moment, obviously, so you can see steam coming out the funnel there, or steam smoke. So in here they've got a communications area. They've got some ammo and whatnot here as backup for the guns that they've got here should they run into any trouble. We've got a map here of the coastline and the rivers of the Commonwealth, quite detailed, so it allows them to navigate the coastline well. And up front here is where the boat's driven. Now with the searchlight out front, it lights up anything in front of them. There's usually about 4 to 6 people on the boat, so they can always have at least 2 people up and about. Well, more like the 4 of them, other 4 are sleeping. If need be, then all 6 can be up at any time to protect the boat or anything else like that. We'll head back up the stairs from the docks. A couple of small platform things here just for moving any gear or equipment around. Around here we have a large workshop basically that has some water purifiers in it. So they've got their own big generator here. As you can see, some water purifiers there. The pipes go down into the ground and run back into the sea. Diagnostics. So they've got everything working here quite well. They've got a lot of other equipment. Unfortunately, I've not been able to get it all up and running, but with the tools and whatnot that they have got here, they are looking to get a lot of this up and running. It'll help them with the day-to-day activities, especially in and around the castle, even allowing them to build up new items as well. Now, upstairs is the living quarters for the people that work down there. So you've got 4 beds, plenty of room to move around. Again, they've got their own big kitchen, plenty of food, drink, some relaxation area, and their beds as well. So down here, as you remember seeing downstairs, it was all enclosed. This is their bathroom. So they do have their own shower and toilet in here as well. So they usually work in shifts of 2. Always 2 people to take a rest, maybe even sleep whenever they want. Well, the other 2 are working downstairs. So come out and head left. As you can see, around the castle is all lit up. This stops people from sneaking in and around. So we come to another secure door. It leads back to the front of the castle. If we head in here, heading through the portcullis, you've got a couple of miniguns here for turrets for protection. This is the main castle area inside. In here, better wash your hands. How many of you in there? Did you just see that? Didn't even wash his hands. Dirty mink. So anyway, this is the bathroom. So this basically is for the entire castle. It is unisex, so both sexes do use it. It seems even this place here most heavily fortified area that the Minutemen have got is not safe from the Commonwealth graffiti artist. So it has been noted that a number of the stalls have also been graffitied up as well. They had sex in this stall. Who with? That's the question. Well, that didn't sound pleasant. Go close the door! God's sake, man! Oh, that is not a sight I wanted to see. So in here, oh, I'm traumatised. In here is a small gym that basically allows them to keep fit. In here is the cafeteria. They're getting quite well stocked. They can pretty much make most things. They do it as a buffet, so they've got stuff sitting out for people to come in, just help themselves. I mean, it is for the castle, so there's not really anything getting bought in here. So this is put on basically for the soldiers. Continue along here. We've got the showers getting used by an invisible man. And there's another one. Thank God none of them were occupied. So in here, this is the barbers. One barber here just now, the other one seems to be away at the moment. This allows to keep all the soldiers' hair in tip-top condition, but to keep those regulated back, short back and sides. In here is a large meeting room, basically, where they can plan any ongoing missions and things like that. You've even got a map of the Commonwealth to aid them. So obviously the general and all his top aides will meet up in and around here. Even got a few souvenirs from, so this looks like it's the general's outfit, and this here is souvenirs from the destruction of the institute. Along here they've managed to find basically parts of power armours in the Commonwealth, and they've started outfitting and painting them with the Minutemen, for the Minutemen. You can see there's still a couple here that are getting worked on. They've got quite a few here for the defence of the castle that are currently up and running. So along here to the left, this is the clinic. Luckily enough there's nobody in here at the moment, so everything seems to have gone well from the attack of the institute. Through there is, better close that door, don't want any junkies getting in. So that's where all their meds are kept. Stuff there for the doc to do any records, and he even makes his own chems sometimes as well for help. And here we've got a robot workbench. We've had a few robots in the castle before, but they're generally moved out to other places. They've never really been kept here, but this gives us the ability to work on them should we need to. So coming back around here, through this door here, we have basically a large workshop. We've got almost anything you would need for working on anything in the castle. So your weapons, your armour, ammunition, anything, most of it gets done in here. A couple of bits of storage as well. These two doors here lead out into the actual courtyard area of the castle. Well, this door here leads to the central communications area. It does require a special key to get in. A guard dog on duty here. So here we've got the radar beacons. If we do any caches, so for them to come out and search for them, this is where they get all the details for it, so they know exactly where to go. This is for radio freedom, and they've got other communications and probably with other settlements within the Commonwealth, and they've got some cameras around as well. Upstairs, each of these people have the special key that will need them to get in. You've got a small living area upstairs. Pretty sparse though, because most of the time they're either sleeping or on duty. This is one of the more secure areas within the castle itself. They even got a small steel shutter door, so they can look through to see whoever comes up to the door itself. Why, thank you, Dogmeat. Back out into the courtyard, as you can see, they've got plenty of food, and they've got some wells as well. This aids them should they encounter anything like a siege, so they will have food that they can use and wells for water. Now over here, this is the General's quarters. It is being used by Sean at the moment, that's why it's a little bit different from the rest of the castle itself. I do not want to know what you are doing in here. Maybe Sean invited you. Sean has seemed to have made quite a few friends here already. This is just a small bathroom for the general itself. Over here is for the armory. As you can see, there is another keycard area. Got these sliding doors. They took away the big door in favour of all these sliding doors. They thought it made it look a bit more secure. And here is Ronnie Shaw, who runs the armory. So we've got a couple of workbenches here for any guns that are getting worked on and things like that. But through here is the main armory. As you can see, it's very well stocked. Plenty of ammo, guns, even some heavy weapons. All with an easy access. with the Minutemen logo painted on the floor as you enter. Now obviously that door protects the armoury, but should it need to be getting into quickly, it can be overridden. Now we head up the stairs, and in here is one of the main barracks areas. They've got their own kitchen again. A number of beds here for the barracks, so a number of people actually sleep in here. Guards. We've got a large seating area. A number of different books and other relaxation things they can use. So here we head up the stairs. Got these large nettings over the top of the guns. They can try and keep them camouflaged as best they could. A number of turrets on the walls overlooking the back and the front entrance, along with quite a few guard posts as well. Upstairs, there's nothing really up here at the moment, while downstairs is being used as an area for the guards when they're off duty. We've had a cave part of the wall collapse on this one, so we're in the process of clearing it out, so while we are, there's limited space in this one obviously. Some weapons here that can be grabbed readily for the defence of the castle. A couple of rocket turrets here, and again the same down here. Bit more in this one because there's a lot more space. There's been no areas that have caved in. There's another minigun turret here. We've got more netting over this howitzer. So following along the battlements, as you can see there's battlements on either side, crenellations on either side, and this goes all the way around the castle, whether it's looking on the inside or on the out. So if anybody does actually get in, they can actually use this spot to hide behind as well quite easily. Again another howitzer. We've got one of them in each corner of the castle itself, and each of them have their own set of netting. So down here, just like the back door, we've got the minigun turret. Well, downstairs we've got the living quarters for any of the guards. Again, missile turrets. It's a little less lit within the towers on this side. So it means that any of the guards overlooking, especially out here, are a bit more in the shadows and less visible, even to any snipers. Another howitzer there. We've got two towers overlook the side beside the water. That brings us back round to this bit over here. So that there is pretty much our decorated tour for the castle itself. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.
Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. YouTube is showing you a couple of videos you might like. Comment down below. Remember to give a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!